It is that time once again. Need to comb my hair. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for a dip into hell, as most people have called it. My YouTube channel has now been referred to as hell. So without further ado, without any kind of introduction, because God knows I don't need one at this point. What I'd like to do now is just review how exactly this Extreme Rules pay-per-view is shaping up to be. Your main event. At least it should be your main event. That's the problem that they made. I feel like Money in the Bank, they made a huge problem. Making the men's Money in the Bank their main event. That should not have been the main event. If you wanted to have a creeping suspicion of the fact that the Money in the Bank contract has already been, won. And whenever I say won, I mean ONE. And then whenever I say already been won, I mean WOEON. Excuse my French there. Apparently I don't know how to spell. Anyway, back to what I was saying. They should have made the men's Money in the Bank earlier in the card, and then the last man standing should have been the main event. That's a booking mistake, people. You always put your champions at the last end of the card. You don't make oh, I got an idea, Intercontinental Championship match. Let's make that start, the show, aside from the tag team titles. Oh, we can't put that on the pre-show either. We gotta make that start the show. Another booking mistake. The main thing about Extreme Rules that you want to remember is that Rusev, Alexander Rusev, that big Bulgarian bull, is a real threat to AJ Styles. Why? Because the only thing Rusev has to do is overpower AJ, and that's easily done with a man of Rusev's stature, with a man of Rusev's demeanor. And don't forget the looming threat that... Never mind, I'm thinking of something else. That's stupid. Why the fuck would Braun Strowman cash in on? Yeah, Brock Lesnar's at the house, and never mind. That was stupid. I was for a second going to imply that Braun Strowman was on SmackDown. I'm stupid. Anyway, whenever you think about the looming threat that Rusev possibly is to AJ, this could be AJ's last title run in, I won't say the WWE, but in a while. They could carry this on for a minute. AJ loses to Rusev, and then whatever happens, prior to that would be like something with him and Nakamura and Rusev for the number one contender spot. Him and Nakamura, for the number one contender spot. But AJ would also have a contractual, obligated rematch at a time and place of his choosing within the next 90 days. For those of you who don't understand how contracts work, the WWE has a rematch clause in all of their written statements, contracts, i.e. Another thing that you should look forward to in the Extreme Rules pay-per-view is Alexa Bliss, and she is the women's champion. I think it's the 4th time. Once again, 4 times, people. I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on that, because I suck at math. Nonetheless, what it means is Alexa Bliss has now reached the top of the mountain, the pinnacle, if you will, of her career once again. What it means now is that Alexa Bliss is now somewhat of the top of her game. And then you have Nia Jax. Nia, who, quite frankly, she can't get Alexa off her back. Because, I don't know, Nia's not that, she's not anything really that I look forward to seeing every week. I guess that's just my opinion, and I'm willing to admit that, because I can't just sit out here and say, oh, Nia's not talented, Nia don't know how to do this, oh, she's fat as a frog, body shaming and all that is not what I'm going to do to Nia Jax. I feel she puts up with it a lot. It's somewhat of a tragedy that she has to put up with it, because I feel like she works hard. Harder than some people. I think you know who I'm talking about. Wink, wink, nod, nod. You don't just watch the last 10 of my videos. There you go. That'll explain a lot. Wink, 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 wink. Okay, back to what I was saying. Aside from the women's championship, I really don't even see that. Here it is. Tag team titles. You know what we're going to book? Kane and Daniel Bryan against the Bludgeon Brothers. Okay, let's run this one through the ground once. Okay, I gotta take a big breath. I gotta take a big boy breath. Okay, here's what's gonna happen. Kane and Daniel Bryan, for the first time in, 5 years apparently, are together once again. Team Hell No. And what do I say about that? Hell no. Who the hell wants to see a Duck Dynasty reject and a Pyromaniac team up to face off against two crack dealers who got rejected by Breaking Bad? I know, Breaking Bad's about meth. Shut up. Who cares? Alright? Who gives a fuck? Crack and meth are about the same thing. They're about as related as ducks and geese. Alright? It makes not a damn of a difference. The fact is that this is not an entertaining match. Whenever you have a Pyromaniac and a Duck Dynasty reject facing off against the two Manson twins. Okay? This is not funny. Alright? There's nothing really moderately entertaining about the Bludgeon Brothers that come out with their big hammers and they try to act like they're tough, and you're like, hey, that's two parts of the Wyatt family. No, we're the Bludgeon Brothers. Bunch of zombies. Crack. Can't wait till I get home. I'm gonna smack a jellyfish. Why? Why do you put these people who are constantly... Like, what did Daniel Bryan do to deserve a shot at the tag team championships? Do you remember back in the day whenever, maybe McMahon or their corporate team, perhaps, they would realize that these guys were, like, training more, they were putting on better shows, they were selling more merchandise, so therefore they got rewarded for it. They got, okay, Triple H, you're selling 50% more merchandise than before, so we're going to give you more TV time. Not only that, in a week, you're going to win the world title off Chris Benoit in a slobber knocker of a match. Bam. He would get the title, and then, next thing you know, Chris Benoit wrote his underdog story for a small moment there. CM Punk, same thing happened with him. He got more TV time, and he didn't have to suck up. He didn't have to, be a former manager. He didn't have to, I feel like Bryan just lives off of the fact that he's a former manager. Now that he can throw his weight around, he can throw his name around now. And whenever people forget about him and forget about how irrelevant he is, he can say, but yes, 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 yes. And then he can manipulate you people. Manipulate you. And you let your kids watch this fucking idiot. You let your kids watch this guy. And you allow them to get immersed into his story by watching the fucking WWE 24. No, this is not about Daniel Bryan. As a matter of fact, this was supposed to be about the Extreme Rules pay-per-view. But that's just going to be one of the disappointing matches whenever it comes to Extreme Rules. That's about all I got. Aside from that 30-minute, yeah, there's supposed to be a 30-minute Iron Man match between Seth Rollins and Dolph Ziggler. That's going to be one to watch, as well as the fact that Roman Reigns will face off against Bobby Lashley. I can't wait to see Reigns knock that boy's teeth down his throat. Lashley's been gone for way too long. He's probably missed a step. The big dog's here to conquer past, future, present stars. For those of you who don't understand, Roman Reigns is basically the brass ring in the WWE, in case you don't already know. Roman Reigns is basically the ring bearer of the WWE, for those of you who don't know. Because John Cena's probably not coming back. He's older, he's supposed to be marrying Nikki, who the fuck is that? By the way, here's a joke for you. Apparently on this episode of Total Bellas, the previews of the episode stated that Nikki wanted to get married, but John was MIA. I guess you could say she can't see him. Shut up. That's funny. Shut up. Anyway. I don't know. It's just, the Extreme Rules pay-per-view is looking okay. It's not looking, super impressive. It's not looking good. Not looking like a maybe 3.5 stars out of 5, because it's really got no star power to it. And what it does have, Zayn's going to be out, so I don't have to run him down. And Owen still hasn't been scheduled for a match, so maybe he'll stay at home. Maybe they'll call up somebody and take someone's spot, even though obviously it's looking like Owens is going to face off against Braun Strowman. Don't know why. Neither one of them's the least bit entertaining. Not a one of them can, carry a match, or for that matter, you shouldn't give a damn about one versus the other. I mean, honestly, you should just turn your TV off every time that one of them, let alone both of them, shows up. You should block them on social media. You should tell them how you feel. Oh, never mind. I don't speak for you. That's right. You're the dumbasses that decided to be Kevin Owens fans, not me. Owens isn't really anything special. He's not top tier talent. He can't reach AJ Styles level. He can't touch Nakamura, for that matter. He's well below standards that would, Eugene's got more talent than him. Eugene could at least cut a promo back in the day. William Regal, EC3, Adam Cole, these guys that are in NXT right now, they don't belong in NXT. Neither does Owens. Honestly, he doesn't belong in the WWE ring, let alone a WWE building, but that's a video all its own. But if that's going to be an Extreme Rules match, Owens, Strowman, please, just don't republish it on social media. Don't tweet about it. Don't start a hashtag about it. For fuck's sake. People, all you need to do is just ignore it. Ignore it and it'll go away. You ignore something long enough and it'll go away. If Brian didn't get the pop that he gets, yes, that most of you give him, even through your fucking TV screens, Brian would have a job. If Zayn didn't get the Olay that some of you retards like to do, Zayn wouldn't have a job. If Owens, if you didn't boo him, if you didn't cheer him, or for that matter, if you just acted complacent every time that he showed up, God, I just turned my TV off. And then I cry. Because it's hard seeing something that you love get dumped down a shithole. But I tolerate it. I don't see how you people can't. But anyway, the Extreme Rules pay-per-view is kind of not looking too bad, but not too good. You know, it could get better. But it's gonna do it for me at this time, and I'm out. Sorry for wasting your time.